Hi, hello, welcome if you're new here or welcome back. Either way, hi. I do not own this fanfiction, nor do I own the picture used in this video. Hopefully you enjoy it. You are the bubbliest and cutest girl anyone had ever met. On the first day you walked into class, shot a beaming smile, and the first thing everyone thought was, I've only known her for 2 seconds, but if anything happens to her, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. The entire class hated when you were sad and hurt. So when you came to school one day without a smile, everyone was worried. There was sadness in your eyes and everyone could see it. Wen-chan, are you okay? Uraraka asked. You gave a smile. Everybody saw that there was a hint of sadness in your smile. I'm fine, Uraraka-san. No need to worry. This was how the day went by. Until lunch, you sat at your table with everyone else, but suddenly your head perked up. Something smelled delicious. Your eyes moved over to Sato, who had just brought out some pastries. He saw you looking over at them. You want one, Warren? You nodded and he handed you a cinnamon bun. You took a bite and oh my god, this is the most delicious thing I ever ate. Where did you get this, Sato? You saw everyone at the table look at you when you smiled again. They sighed in relief. Your smile was back. I made that myself. Sato replied with a slight rosy color covering his cheeks. When you become a hero, you should also be a part-time baker. Like this is good enough to win any baking competition, you said, chopping down the rest of the pastry. After lunch, you went back to your gloomy mood. When school was over, you were walking out the gate when you heard someone talking. You got a little curious and looked around, following the voice. That's when you saw Koda. He was talking to a squirrel. He reached his hand out and the squirrel hopped on into his shoulder. He gave a cute smile. You were fascinated to say the least. Koda, can I look at it? You said. He didn't realize you were there, so he jumped a bit. He nodded and whispered something to the squirrel. The squirrel hopped on your hand and you took a moment to look at it before your entire face lit up. It's so cute, you squealed. Seeing you become happy thanks to him made Koda's heart beat faster. This became a cycle for the next few days. You come to school sad, you would eat Sato's pastries and become happier, then become sad again, then play with animals with Koda and become happy again. But all that happiness ended the second she walked home, to an empty house that should be occupied with the rest of her family. One morning you were dozing off again during class. That's when your phone rang. Aizawa shot a stern glance at you. Warren, however it is, can you please tell them that you're in school? Aizawa said. You nodded and pulled your phone. You froze when you saw the number. Aizawa-sensei, this call is important. Do you mind if I take it? He realized who was calling and gave you a small nod. You took a deep breath, hoping for good news. The whole class watched as the person on the phone talked to you for about 10 seconds before you broke down to tears. You just ran out of the classroom without a warning. Aizawa-sensei, what happened? Midoriya asked. He sighed. It's not really my place to tell you this, but while Ryan was at school, her family was involved in a villain attack. Her parents, sister, and aunt were all attacked. I believe the hospital called and it wasn't good news. The whole class just stood there quietly. They wanted to help, but how? They knew how sad you must have been feeling, but Sato and Koda knew what they had to do. Time skip. You crying hard. None of them made it. You thought sobbing harder. Your uncle would be coming over to cry with you since he was your mother's brother, and his wife, your aunt, also died in the accident. You heard a small knock on the door, thinking it was your uncle. You slowly walked over to open it. There stood a small dog with a basket of pastries in his mouth. It was wagging its tail, and when it saw you, it put down the basket and rolled over. You knew who was behind this. Koda, Sato, thank you. Even in a moment like this, they still knew how to put a small smile on your face. Hi again. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I do not own this fanfiction, nor do I own the picture used in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and that's all. Goodbye.